Hello, 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 and happy Mother's Day to you beautiful women out there. Happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. We should be celebrated every day of the week. Yes, we should. I wanted to just come on here and make a quick video. I just left the most beautiful, elegant Mother's Day brunch. And yeah, it's cold still in the Midwest. We about 40, 50 degrees here. So yeah, it's still cold. It's still cold. I wish we was getting some of that nice weather, but supposedly it's going to be 90 degrees in a couple days. So we'll see. But right now it's still cold. So I just love a Mother's Day brunch, and I wanted to touch on a little touchy subject, you guys. I was so empowered today at this Mother's Day brunch that it's compelling me to make a quick video about it. You know, I've been debating for 2 years now on starting a YouTube channel and really getting a message out there to a lot of people. And that message is about narcissism in the community and in the households. I was at the Mother's Day brunch and we were fellowshipping, a lot of fellowship, a lot of laughter, a lot of love, a lot of, conversation. And one topic did come up. One young lady, I think she may have been a very young lady. She may have been between 25 and 30. She touched on the subject and oh my God. It inspired me, so I had to come on here and take a moment and stop and talk about this very touchy subject. And not many of us know about it because it's not all around the world being talked about yet. There are some coaches out there that are giving some great information. I've learned a lot, and I have listened a lot, and I have been touched and moved by a lot of these great coaches that are out here, you guys. But it's running prevalent. These devils are devouring, and it's not even funny anymore. This subject has to get out there more and more every day. You guys have to share this information, and you have to get it out there to our communities, because honestly speaking, our communities are suffering. Our communities are suffering. Case in point, at the Mother's Day brunch today, you guys, this young lady was touching on the subject, and she said in 14 years, she has never been able to celebrate a Mother's Day and fellowship with mothers. Can you imagine you being in a toxic relationship and not being able to celebrate a day that's near and dear to you? So when she said she was in a 14-year relationship, that made me think that maybe she was over 30, closer to 30-ish than 25-ish. But the fact of the matter is, this young lady hasn't been able to celebrate Mother's Day in 14 years. Can you imagine the torment, the hell she must have been going through just because it's a day that's made for her? Y'all know these devils be devouring. These narcissists are running rampant. It's important to get this word out here. So I hope you mothers that are in relationships and they don't seem quite right, you are listening to some of these good coaches out here. You are taking a little bit of advice from a lot of the coaches that are online, giving some good information regarding toxic relationships, narcissistic NPD, and multiple personality disorder, and narcissistic personality disorders. Because you guys, it's taking over our community. It's taking over our community. More and more hurt. You can see the hurt and pain in people's eyes nowadays. And it's not just the women that's going through it. The men are going through it too. The men are going through it too. You'll see men sometime and they got this look on their face and you can tell they in something toxic. You can see it. And I know when I was going through my relationship that was toxic, I'm almost 100% sure that people can sense that something was wrong, or it wasn't me, or something was not quite right. So this is a message to you mothers out there. This is a message to all of us mothers. We must protect our energy. We must protect the sanctity of motherhood. We have to get ourselves together. We must, it's a must that we pull ourselves together and get out of these toxic environments that we are in. It's damaging to us. It's damaging to the people around us. It's damaging to children. If you have children in these toxic relationships, it's a must that you get out. It's a must that you get out. It's not worth it. And I'm telling you, it's not worth it. The hurt and pain that I saw in that young lady's eyes reminded me so much of the pain and the hurt that I went through myself. And it moved me and it touched me so that I had to pull over and make this video and get more of this word out here. Because when I tell you, it's important for us women to be mentally strong and be emotionally stable for our children. It's absolutely necessary. It's absolutely necessary. That devil, that demon is devouring. That soursop demon is devouring our community. It's devouring our women. It's devouring our children. It's taking the men and eating up the men and spitting them out till they turning, all different, all different facets of life, you guys. I'm telling you, it's a spirit over the community, and it's running rampant in all communities. It's not just us. But we have been lacking knowledge for so long that it's just like us being impoverished, right? We have been lacking knowledge so long, and we may not have had the honor or the privilege to go to therapists and get therapy from this thing or seek out help. And, in some of our communities, we are discouraged from even speaking up about certain things in fear that it will hurt certain people. But we can't care about that no more, y'all. The pain and the hurt that I saw in some women today, it's a must that I speak out and tell my story. It's an absolute must, and I will do just that from today moving forward. So expect to see some videos from me. Expect for me to share my own personal testimonies and the things that I've come from and the things I've learned over the course of time. Expect these things from me. The pain of that young lady that I saw today was so touching, and it was so moving that it just struck a nerve in me and said, today is the day that you must share this information. Narcissism is a real thing, y'all, and it's affecting so many of us. I myself went through a narcissistic relationship for, how long was I in that thing? It seemed like I was in it forever, like I was never gonna come out. But I did, you guys, with the help of coaches, with the help of the knowledge that's available to us now. And even when I didn't even know that I was in an abusive relationship until I came out of that thing. And then I started replaying things back in my mind. And it let me know, hey, you were abused. You were a victim of this thing. I didn't even know what it was. I knew something wasn't right. But I'm an empath, so I wanted to make it right. I wanted to fix it. I wanted to keep that marriage going. I wanted to make that marriage right. I didn't want to have a failed marriage, and I didn't want to have a failed marriage and have a child not in the home with a father, and I didn't want those things for myself, so I stuck in it for way too long, and it damaged me. It damaged me in a way where I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to share my story. I didn't want to bring a message, but it's a must. It's too many of us hurting, and a lot of us is hurting in silence. And I didn't share my story at the conference because it wasn't the place and the time, and it wasn't the place and the time for her to share hers, but I'm so glad that she did. A lot of us were so glad that she did because she was hurting. She was hurting. And I wanted to hug her. I just wanted to put my arms around her and hug her and let her know she is not alone. She is not by herself. It's a lot of us that done been there, done that. But so many of us won't speak up and we won't say anything. And that narcissist is just gone and there's no conviction. There's nothing. I know that they're reaping their karma every day that they wake up because they are who they are. However, It's a must that you share your story to help other people. I'm not saying share it this way that I'm personally sharing it, but it's a must that you tell somebody about it, that you seek help, that you get some therapy, that you try to find somebody that you trust to share that information and let them know. Get to a safe place, ladies, because there is nothing worse than walking around here and you are hurting. Hurt people. And also in her testimony, she shared that, her daily life has been fuzzy. And, she take things out on people because she's hurt. And she realized that she was doing that. So she had to share her story today. And you guys, I am telling you that it's a lot of people. It's a lot of us that's hurting behind this narcissism that's out here. And I know that there is a thing where there are guys that are just doggish men, right? Narcissism is a whole nother subject. It's a whole nother subject, you guys. Narcissism is something very different. You guys got to understand that this is a demon that's trying to destroy you, that's trying to devalue you, that's trying to degrade you, that's trying to kill you, because they're empty in the inside. There is nothing there. There is nothing there, you guys. There is nothing there on the inside of that person. So they are trying literally to kill you. And this is not something that you can send them to jail for. Do you guys understand that? Do you guys know that stress is one of the major killers out here in the world? And if you have been in a relationship 5 years, a year, 6 years, 12 years, 14 years with a narcissist, please believe there is a stress level and a stress spirit on you. There is. The best thing that you can do is get some deliverance and go no contact from these demons. These are demons that walk the earth just like you and I do. Just like you and I do. You best to know, if God got angels out here, the devil is sending his soldiers out here too. Okay? It's a competition between God and the devil. You got to choose right. You got to choose wrong. You got to choose one way or the other. Because these devils are devouring your spirit. They are killing you slowly but surely. And if you stay with a narcissist, it's sure. You are sure to die. Because that's their job, to steal, kill, and destroy you. Without your consent. Okay? It's without your consent. Somehow, however they do it, they get into your brain. It starts with a manipulation. Then it starts with a devouring. Then it starts with all kind of nonsense, you guys. It's just repetitive over and over again. They slowly but surely tear and rip the layers off of you, you guys. I was in it. I know. I was there. I know. I know what that young lady was feeling. I know she was hurting. And then it's like, you can't tell anybody about it. Who do you tell that will understand what you're going through? We haven't been privy to a lot of information about narcissism to even call a name to the thing that we've been in. I've been out of that narcissistic relationship for 5 years now. I'm just learning what the name of it is within the last year and a half, 2 years. Okay? So you don't know what you in, and you can't get information from a person who is not a narcissist or who has not been through that narcissistic relationship that I'm speaking of, because they can't help you. They're not going to know what it is, because us that's been through it are just now learning what this thing is within the last year or two. Okay? So when I tell you, it's a lot of us hurting in the community. And when you're a hurting person, you're going to affect somebody that's closest to you or somebody that's closest around you guys. I encourage you to get with a coach. I encourage you to get with some therapists that specialize in this thing. I encourage you to get with one of these very successful online coaches that are doing their thing out here, you guys. It's really, really important for us. It's detrimental, literally Literally, it's detrimental to our health that we seek some help. If you're in a toxic relationship, some people online, they think it's cute to be in a toxic relationship, and they think it's cute, but it's not funny. It's not funny. It's really detrimental to your health. These demons are trying to devour you. They're trying to take you down. They're trying to ruin your reputation. And they seek out people that are empaths, people that love and that love freely and that's doing good in life, that's taking care of their business. They seek to gain that information that you have, that God has blessed you with. They seek to pull all the good things out of you and make them them. And then not only do they try to emulate you or mirror you, they try to make you like them. Slowly but surely, you start talking like them. Slowly but surely, you start thinking like them. Slowly but surely, you start acting out just like them. Because when they argue with you, they look for that supply when you argue back with them. So what does that make you? Right? What does that make you? That makes you just like them, which is what they want, you guys. We have to find a resource and we have to find a way out of it. And what I found that works for me is to cut that demon, that snake off by the head. No contact. I don't care what we got in common or what we got going on. I don't have to speak to you. I can go through the courts when it's concerning anything that has to do with me or anything that's tied to me with that narcissist. I refuse to give you any more supply. I refuse to give you any more of my good energy. Okay? I refuse to give it to you. And for all the mothers out here, and it's Mother's Day, so I'm so thankful to even be here. I haven't too celebrated a Mother's Day quite like this, because one, even when I came out of that relationship, I was still mentally being attacked, so it takes a while for you to get back to yourself. It's not an overnight process. It's not a next day FedEx package that you can be overnighted and Amazon package that you're gonna be healed in a couple days. No, it's not that sort of thing. You guys, you got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know what this spirit is, and it's a spirit of evilness. It's a spirit of deception. It's a spirit of just devouring. It's a spirit that will devour you if you're not careful, you guys. This is a message to the mothers out here. You guys have to be safe. We have to take care of one another. We have to take care of ourselves. We got to protect our energy. We got to protect our body. We have to protect our minds. We have to keep living. And as long as you in a toxic relationship, and as long as you with a narcissist, they don't get better. They never get better. The narcissist that I had in a relationship, he's getting worse. He's getting worse. He's getting worse. As he get older, he's going backwards. He's getting worse, and he's getting worse. And I can tell he fools himself into thinking that he's getting better. But everybody knows he's getting worse. Even the family, they know that person. They know he's getting worse. They see it, but they've been seeing it. They been knew it was a problem. They been knew it was something. And as I go along further in these videos, you guys, I promise to tell you my story. Video by video, I'm going to break it down to you. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, I got a story to tell you, and I'm not afraid and I'm not ashamed, because I know I'm going to have my family backing me up, right? Right? So I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm gonna share my story because it's important to share your story. It's important, you guys, for people to know what you've been through and to call that thing out. Okay, it's important to call it out, because this is where your healing is. This is where your healing begins. This is where your healing lies, in your testimony, in you getting it out, sharing it with somebody who may not know. It's a lot of people who may not be, who may not relate to other coaches, but you may relate to me, because you may be from the background that I'm from, or you may be from the era that I'm in, you know. So it's a lot of good coaches out there, you guys, and I'm gonna be available to you as well. I've been free from that thing for 5 years. You know, I know what it's about from beginning to end. I know how I was initially groomed. I know how it started. I know how it ended. And even before I was out of that, before I discarded that narcissist, right? And I know he out to get me. I know right now I have to watch my back because that enemy, that demon, is out to get me. When you discard a demon, oh baby, you done messed up. I'm trying to tell y'all. When you discard a demon, when you just cold turkey cut a demon off, baby, you best know to look over your shoulder, because that demon is going to try to attack you and finish you off. You best to know that. You better know that. Okay? And it's not nothing for you to be afraid of, because God protects us every step of the way. But it is something for you to be aware of. That demon gonna keep trying to attack you. As long as you living and breathing and you go no contact, oh, that demon is gonna hoover you. That demon is gonna hoover you in some type of way. Okay? I'm gonna show you in my videos, I'm gonna show you real-time text message. I'm being hoovered right now. Okay? I'm gonna show you, and it's Mother's Day. So you know they out to get us today. Come on now. You know they out to get us today because they couldn't get us yesterday. So what do? They've always tried to make Mother's Day a miserable time for us. It's never been a pleasant Mother's Day being with a narcissist. It's never going to be a pleasant Mother's Day being with a narcissist. That's why it's important to share this information. It's important to get this information out to everybody that is going through it, that is in a toxic relationship. You know, I wanted to hug that young lady. It wasn't the right time or the place, but I did get her phone number, and I told her she can reach out to me if she just needs some coaching, or if she needs to talk or get things out. It's important for us to be there for one another, because half of us don't even know what we in. Can you believe that? We don't know that we even being abused. We may think it's just this person and how they are, and you know, maybe I just ran into, and then the love bombs too. You got to think about it. The love bombs are there, especially in the beginning stages, and they are there throughout the relationship, especially when they know they done messed up. Okay? These are professional demons that the devil literally sent out here to destroy God's people. We must be aware. Today is Mother's Day, right? We got daughters, we got sons, and we got daughters coming up in this thing. And if you think it's worse right now, because this didn't just start. These narcissists been here. We just didn't know what they was, and we never personally experienced them back in the day. Okay? But some of us had narcissistic parents, and we didn't know until recently that our parents were narcissistic. Some of our siblings may be narcissistic, and we didn't know until now. You know, you learn things as you get older. You understand things more. You're more knowledgeable. The internet is really more prevalent now. It's a bunch of information out there that you can get now that we didn't have before, to let us know what these things were. And some of our communities have been so impoverished, we don't have access to therapy, you know. And then some of our families may have told us, hey, we ain't going to therapy, we going to Jesus. And true enough, we definitely need Jesus in this thing. The only way to be delivered from this thing, the only way to be delivered from this thing is to literally have the help of Jesus Christ. That's the only way. That's the only person. That's the only spirit that can help deliver you. And baby, when I tell you I was delivered out the belly of the beast, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. God delivered me out of the belly of that beast. That beast tried to swallow me, y'all. He tried to swallow me. He tried to kill me, literally. Not with a gun. Not with a knife. Poison, maybe. I don't know. Could have. I don't put nothing past that demon. I don't put nothing past that narc. Don't eat they food they cook, baby. I'm telling you, I wouldn't trust it. I would not trust it. I would not trust it. I don't trust the drinks they pour me. I don't trust the the energy that surrounds them. I don't even want to be around you. Even if we got a kid in common, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Talk to the court. Talk to the court. Or talk to my sister, whoever you got to talk to. But don't talk to me. I don't want that evil, devilish spirit around me. I will never trust anything that they cook. I will never trust anything that they pour me to drink. They just as envious and jealous as a stranger would be of you that don't even know you. And you could be with this person 14, 15, 10 years, 5 years, and they are jealous of you. They are jealous, but they've been jealous of you from day one. They've been wanting what you have. They see a light in you. This is what you guys got to understand. This demon see a light that shines so bright in you that they want to devour you. These soursop demons want to devour you because that light that's in you, that's burning, that candle that's on the inside. It's saying in the Bible, our bellies are filled with rivers of flowing water. I think that's how that scripture go. It's something like that, you guys, but you know what I'm saying. You know, and that demon want that living water that's on the inside of you. Your light shines so bright that they want that. They never had that. They don't have that feeling. They don't have that on the inside of them. So they got to try to get it from somewhere or somehow. And guess where they try to pull it from? They pull it from you. They want your soul. They want your thoughts. They want to devour your body till you're nothing. They want to take everything from you that there is good. And that light that's on the inside of you, it's so good and it's so powerful that they personally handpick you. Okay? They handpick you to devour. That devil sent them soldiers out on a mission to personally pick you to devour because your light shines so bright. I'm talking about vibrant. I'm vibrant. I'm young. I'm doing this. I got this under my belt. I'm degreed up. I rental propertied up. This, that, and the other. Good person. Very knowledgeable. Very skilled. Uncanny. Just shooting for the moon and the stars and in touch with their spirituality. When I tell you this narcissist used to go to church with me like 90 going west. Woo! Woo! These demons are devouring. They will sit on the front row with you at church. Literally. Sit on the front row with you at church, be praising and singing and dancing for the Lord. But it's not the Lord Jesus Christ that they dancing for. It's their God that they're dancing for. When I tell you they're so materialistic, they want this and they want that and they want this. They live in a fantasy world. So much so that they see these things and they want them. They're jealous because you're able to get them and have them, and it doesn't come that easily for them. But what they not understanding is that you serve a good God. You serve a good God. They serve a God, but it ain't the Lord Jesus Christ. It's not the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior. It's not. The God that they serve crawls on the ground. Crawls on the ground, on their belly. The God that they serve is a serpent that crawls on the ground on their belly. That's the God that they serve. The God that we empaths serve is the God above, our Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior. That's the God that we serve. And that's the light that they see. God is the way, the truth, and the light. We know that. So us as empaths, we got that light that God has given us. And that demon wants that light. That demon wants that light. But what you got to understand is that they grovel on the ground on their belly. The God that they serve. That narc used to tell me, y'all, I'll walk through fire for Jesus. You know that, right? And I used to say in my mind, yeah, you walk through fire, all right. You definitely walking through fire. But you're going to burn in hell for the rest of your life. With fire and brimstone for the rest of your life, you are literally going to burn because you won't surrender to Jesus Christ. You picked your life at an early age and you kept going. And you could easily blame it on, you know how sometimes you can blame it on your way of life, your upbringing, your, you being in an impoverished neighborhood or not having access to this, and maybe your mother or father was a drug addict or alcoholic, or you witnessed your mother and father fighting and this is that and the other. And I understand that's trauma. You didn't deserve that. You didn't, God didn't put you here for that. You never should have been witness to those things. But sometimes those things that you were a witness to can shape you and make you into who you're supposed to be. It's up to you to pick the route you choosing to go. It's only left and right, up or down, right? It's only heaven or hell. Those are the only two choices. These demons chose that, made that choice at an early age. They made that choice. When that demon came to them and whispered to them, they made a choice to go in that direction when they could have chose heaven. They could have chose that. And I'm not saying us empaths are the perfect person and we're just so perfect, but we didn't choose Satan. We didn't choose that route. And we may have come from those impoverished neighborhoods and torn up lifestyles too. We may have come from that. I'm sorry, y'all, my phone is ringing. We may have come from that too. But at the same time, we chose righteousness over brokenness. Okay? We chose ourselves. We chose the path that we wanted to take. We chose that. That demon chose something else. Okay? Now, you can't get that demon confused with the devil, because that demon is not the devil. That demon is of the devil. The devil sent out his demon soldiers to attack God's people. Okay? They chose that route for themselves. Just like God got angels, the devil got evil soldiers, evil doers too. We gotta know that there is a heaven and hell. You don't think when God sent or cast the devil down to hell, he sent his angels right along with him. Okay, so they're out here devouring us empaths. We gotta take a stand out here. We gotta get this word out here. We gotta connect. Okay, we got to connect these dots. They're trying to take advantage of us. They're trying to take over us. We got to recognize them when they come. I would have never thought that I would have been sleeping in the same bed as a demon. And I'm going to tell y'all something personal. I know I said I wasn't going to do it on this video, but I promised to, as I further my videos, I'm going to expose this demon for what it is. Okay? The world going to know about this demon. The world is going to know about this demon. I promise y'all. When I tell y'all, I used to look like when the demon used to be asleep. And y'all got to watch what y'all say too. A lot of y'all be on here talking about my narc. Baby, he is not your narc. That is the devil's narc. Okay? Stop calling him your narc. My narc. My narc. He ain't your narc. He ain't your narc. In the name of Jesus, he ain't your narc. That narc belongs to the devil. That's Satan's narc. Okay? That's Satan's narc. That is not my narc, my narc, my narc. No, watch what you say. Because he'll creep back in. Remember, he grovels on the ground. He's a snake. He can slip back in through those cracks. You leave it open, he gonna come in through those cracks. Watch what you say. That is not your narc. That is not your narc. that is the devil's narc. Okay? He belongs to Satan. Anybody that takes advantage of God's people, which is all of us, it's the devil's narc. Okay? Understand that. When I used to watch that narc sleep, you know, sometimes I would ponder, you know how you will go into thought, and then you'll see your mate and you might look at them sleep. That narcissist used to look dead, y'all. Used to look dead. And I used to be like, and this is before I even knew that I was in an abusive relationship. This is what I used to say in my head, y'all. I knew it wasn't something wasn't right. I knew that. But I never knew what it was exactly. Until one day, and I'm going to share that in my next video with you. I used to look at this narcissist while they would sleep. And I promise y'all, on a holy stack of Bibles, this narcissist used to look like they were dead. In a casket dead. And I used to be like, why you don't look like he's asleep? Why does he look like he's dead? And I promise y'all, I promise y'all, I used to say this all the time. Why does this man look like he is dead in this bed? He literally used to look like he was dead. Like, you know how a person, you know, maybe one of your loved ones, you know, you could, when they're in the casket, right, you can tell that it's your loved one, but they look dead. You know, when a person is sleeping, you can tell a person looks asleep. You can look at your child and be like, oh, she's so cute while she's asleep. Or, you know, you can see your mother or your father sleeping. Oh, they sleep. Look at them. You know, or somebody, you know, they'll look literally like they're in slumber, like they're slumbering, like they're sleeping. You know, they may even crack sorry, y'all, I'm adjusting this camera. They may even crack a smile or something while they sleep, or they just literally look like they're sleeping. This devil, this demon that had the audacity, to try to play me as if I didn't have God with me, had the audacity, you guys, to try to take advantage of my mind and my heart and my empathetic ways and try to devour me. That narcissist used to look like he was dead. And I used to be like, Lord, why does he look like he dead? I used to ask God this, Lord, why does he look like he dead? He looks like he's dead. So much so, I would get out the bed because I used to be scared. Like, why does he look like he's dead? And don't get me wrong, this narcissist didn't used to sleep at night. So this would be during the day, where they catch maybe 30 minutes, an hour of sleep, because this narcissist stay up. Baby, narcissists don't sleep because they're haunted in their dreams. So they don't sleep. The devil is attacking them like, you didn't get her yet. You didn't get her yet. You didn't devour them. You didn't do your job. They're being taunted by the devil as their father. You know how a narcissistic father or mother is always on your case, right? They're being taunted in their sleep, so they're scared to go to sleep. They don't sleep. They do not sleep. They stay woke. They do drugs. They do a lot of drugs to try to get the torment away from them, but they can't escape. You can't escape the devil when you've already accepted him. Okay? It's just like once you accept God into your life, right? He's going to be there. He going to show up when you need him. He going to always be there. You know, nothing will prosper, right? But it doesn't say you won't go through things, but he's going to be there. Right when Satan think he got you, God is showing up and he's snatching you up and he's taking you out of that thing, right? Same thing with the devil. Same thing with the devil. The same thing happens with the devil. When they don't complete their mission and when they don't do their job, Satan shows up in their dreams and taunts them. Like I sent you on assignment. You didn't kill her yet. She's not dead yet. She's still praising God. She's still living. She's still doing good. She's still being safe. She's still looking. She's still looking cute. She ain't got no signs of her going through nothing on her. She ain't got no signs. She ain't sick and she ain't in the hospital. You ain't doing your job. You ain't on your task. I'm going to have to strip these materialistic things away from you that you want, that I gave you. Right? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. The devil be on their tail, so they can't sleep. They can't look in the mirror. It's like a freaking vampire. They can't look in the mirror. They can't see the darkness because they'll see themselves. They'll see themselves, you guys. They will see themselves for who they truly are. They're scared of sleep. They're scared to go to sleep. And when they do, it's just for a little moment. And if you are in a narcissistic relationship, and if you in that thing right now, look at that narcissist. Look at them when they sleep. Take a mental note of how they look when they sleep. Take a mental note of somebody else when they sleep and see if they look like that narcissist. That narcissist be laying next to you dead. Dead. D.O.A. Dead. Because guess what? They are dead. They are dead, you guys. Ain't nothing living about that thing. That thing ain't living. That thing is dead. Been dead. Before they even got with you, they been dead. They was dead on arrival. When they got with you, they was dead on arrival. That thing is dead laying beside you. There's nothing in there. It's a shell. It's the enemy. It's a snake. Cut it off by the head. Cut it off, or they gonna devour you. They tried to devour me. They tried to kill me. They tried to strip me of everything that I knew was right. They tried to tell me that it was wrong. Everything that I knew in my spirit, in my soul, that was righteous, they tried to tell me it was wrong. I was questioning myself, like, Lord, what is this? What is this? I used to, when that demon used to try to argue with me, you guys, I would go immediately into prayer in front of them. And you know when you say the name Jesus, the devil got to flee, right? On most occasions, when I start going into prayer, that devil will walk out that door. He would walk out that door because he didn't want to hear Jesus' name. He didn't want to hear that. He didn't want to hear me praying. He didn't want to hear, God, please come into this. Save me from this. Lord, take me away from this. Lord, what is this? What's going on, Jesus? I know you're going to show up right now, God. Show up right now in this place. Oh, baby. Baby. Do you think that devil wanted to hear that? No, that devil used to walk right out that door. I knew how to get rid of him. I knew how to get rid of him. And when you know, you know. When you know, you know how to get rid of that demon away from you. How to get that demon out of your forecast right then and there. I ain't saying he ain't coming back. But I'm saying I know how to get rid of you right then and there. If I want you out of here, you out of here. Do you understand? I discarded that demon. You think I ain't watching over my shoulder? You think I ain't praising God every day? And the reason why I'm praising... See, one thing about it is when you with a narcissist, you gonna come closer to God. You're gonna be closer to God because that is the only thing that's gonna save you. It's the Spirit of God. The only thing that's going to take you and deliver you out of that thing is the Spirit of God. You cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. That's why it's important, you guys, to grab you one of them good coaches that's out there. Me, myself, other great coaches that are out there. The only people that can help you get out of this thing, the only people that can help you get out of this thing is somebody who done been through it. You can go to all the counselors you want to go to. But if they have not ever been in a relationship or a situation with a narcissist, they can't help you. They ain't going to be able to help you, baby. They can't help you. Because it's going to take some strong knowledge to get out of this thing. It's going to take some prayers. It's going to take some faith. It's going to take some walking on faith. Because when you try to get out of it, they keep pulling you back. They keep pulling you back in. Especially if you got a child with this narcissist, they going to try to pull you back in. They going to try to use that child. They going to try to use that child, knowing bit more that they ain't they don't even want that child. They don't want nothing to do with that child. But that's how they going to draw you in. Oh, I left something over there. And this could be 5 years later. Oh, I left my old clothes over there. I need to come get them and give them to Goodwill. Right, family? Right? Don't play with me. Cut him off at the head, y'all. He's a serpent crawling on the ground. Serpent. Cut their head off. That's how you kill a snake. You cut their head off. No contact. No contact. We need to do a better job of spreading awareness. It's a few of us out there, but it ain't enough of us out there spreading this word. It ain't enough people telling their story. It ain't enough people telling that girlfriend of theirs, hey girl, I see that spirit on you. That's why it's important for you to get enlightened, be aligned with Jesus Christ. You know? And I heard a sermon. I don't know. I can't remember exactly who it was that gave a sermon, you guys. But it was very powerful. It was talking about being aligned with Jesus Christ. And it made reference to having your vehicle aligned, right? When you are aligned with God, and this is what I've learned over the years of being delivered from that beast. When you are aligned with God, woo, when you are aligned with God, your road is smoother. Okay? And the analogy is, right? When your car is aligned, that causes less friction with your tires. That causes less wear and tear on the body of your cars when you have an alignment. That lessens your blow in an accident when your car is aligned. Okay? When you are aligned with Jesus Christ, and this is why we have to be aligned from the get-go when we enter relationships, right? Because if we are aligned, we can sense that devil coming. We can see that spirit on them before they even have a chance to get to us. You know the Bible say try the spirit by the spirit, but if I was aligned with Jesus Christ from the get-go, if I got permission from God to be with that thing, then it would have been a different outcome. But the sad part about it is I wasn't aligned with Jesus Christ when I met that thing. I wasn't. You have to be honest with yourself. One thing we have to do is be honest with ourselves. If we was aligned, if we had an alignment with Jesus Christ from the get-go, when that thing came and approached us or whatever, right? God would have blocked it right away. I believe that. God would have blocked it right away. That's why alignment is so important. Being aligned with the Most High God is so important. It's so important. It's detrimentally important, you guys. Being in alignment with Jesus Christ is important. A lot of us coaches, right? You'll hear us talk about God and Jesus in the interim of our videos. And it's like, really, you have to, because you can't have one without the other. You can't be in this mess with a demon and not ask God for deliverance out of it. It's a spiritual journey too. Because what it does is bring you closer to Christ, because nothing can bring you out besides Jesus. If the devil brought you in, who's going to have to bring you out? These demons is devouring us one by one. They are stealing our souls. And our souls belong to Jesus Christ. So when you hear us coaches talk about God, it's not that we trying to be holier than thou or this. It's because we walk that line. We had to call on Jesus. There is no other name to call on. You can't call on yourself and think you're going to beat this thing. No. You got to call on Jesus Christ. Because it's the only thing, the only person that's going to deliver you out of that belly of that beast is Jesus Christ. So you have to talk about God. You have to give God some praise. You have to give a shout out to Jesus Christ for sending his son. To God for sending his son, Jesus Christ. You have to. It's a must. But that's what God wants, right? He wants to get the glory for this. He deserves the glory for this. You were finna die, and he pulled you out of that belly of that beast and saved you. Literally. That demon was destroying you. He was destroying you, and you know it. And to the new supplies, the new sources that they have, y'all don't even know. Baby, you think you got something good, baby. You don't even know, sweetheart. You don't even know. I feel bad for you, son. You might got 99 problems, but that demon is gonna be one. That demon is gonna be one of them problems that you got. Please believe it. Please believe it. I'm trying to tell y'all. That demon is going to be one of them 99 problems that you got. Okay? But what the demon didn't know is that river of living water that flows through my belly, baby, that's not to be messed with. God let me stay in that thing because I was never supposed to be in that thing. Had I been aligned with God, he would have never let me go through that thing. Understand that. And this is a word to you mothers out there. This is a word to us mothers out there. The word is get in line. Get in alignment. Get in alignment with Jesus Christ before you enter a relationship, before you start dating, before you start to come in contact with anybody. Get in alignment with Jesus Christ so he can give you insight on what you're dealing with. We smart, but we ain't that smart. We ain't Jesus Christ. We ain't God. We got to stop playing like we God and get in alignment with God. Okay? It'll make the blow, it'll make the ride much smoother. Not saying you're not going to have bumps in the road, because we always will, right? But if we in alignment with Jesus Christ, that ride going to be much smoother. We'll see them stop signs. We'll see them yields. We'll see the pedestrian right away. We'll see that green light. We'll see that red light. We'll see that yellow light that's telling us to slow down. You're moving too fast. When you're in alignment with Jesus Christ, it means just that. He will guide your way. He will guide your ride. He will be the pilot and you will be the co-pilot, you guys. It's important. There's so many of us hurting. I was one of them. I was one of them. I was in that belly. I was in that den. I was in that den. I was about to be swallowed. I was about to be swallowed. And God came and got me. He saved me. He saved me. I was sleeping with the devil. Literally. If you guys don't think that these are demons that walk the earth, that be trying to devour our spirit and steal our soul, you crazy. I was married to that demon. I was married to that demon. It was a trick from the enemy from the beginning. From the beginning. From the beginning. From day one. When they ran into me, it was a trick from the beginning, from the enemy. He knew I was with Jesus Christ. He knew God had me. But he tried to destroy me anyway. Because that's what demons do. They try to destroy you. They try to devour you. Don't be devoured, you guys. Stand strong. Find out who you is. Grab you a coach. If you in a toxic situation, please get out. I can't stress it enough. Get out. It's not going to get no better. It's going to get absolutely worse. The older they get, the worse they get. It's going to get absolutely worse than it already is. And if you're watching this video, or if you're watching any of these coaches online, you know it's going to get worse. You know it is. It's going to get worse. It's never going to be better. The only thing that may get better is the love bombs. And they only short-lived. They don't last, you guys. They don't last. My heart goes out to you guys because I know what you've been through. It's so many of us that's in relationships, and us empaths, we just love, right? We just love. I still do. I still love. I still believe in the sanctity of love and marriage and strength and honor and integrity. Something that the narcissists will never have. They will never have integrity. Their decisions are always going to be like a child. They will never show the strength of a man or the strength of a woman because it's not in them. They never have it. They never had it. They want it from you. They're great pretenders. They're great manipulators. They're great liars. And we got to recognize those things that we see. We have to recognize them. It's important to be in alignment. If I knew then what I know now, that narcissists wouldn't have been able to come into my path and try to destroy me. They saw that light that's on the inside of me. They see that light that's on the inside of you, and they want it. They want to dim your light. They want to take your shine. They want everything to be about them. Mother's Day will never truly be a Mother's Day if you have a narcissist in your life. That's why this message is important to be brought forth on Mother's Day. Mother's Day is so important to you being a woman, to being a mother. Every day, though. Every day is important as a mother. Every day is important, not just on Mother's Day. But today is Mother's Day. It is a day to be celebrated. We give life and we give birth kids into this world. We are to be celebrated. We are to be lifted up. We are to be encouraged. We are to be taken seriously. Our feelings do matter. We do have feelings. They're true feelings. They should be validated. And if you're not able to do that, get out of that. If they're not able to validate your feelings and recognize who you are as a person and respond with integrity and goodwill and good intention, get out of that thing. Don't stay for those kids, because those kids are going to be hurt. They're going to be hurt either way. And worse if you stay. Get out of there. Free yourself. Go Fantasia. Listen to Fantasia. Free yourself. Okay? That's the best thing that you can do. It can get scary. It can get tough. You may not be as strong as some of us are. But if you get online with these coaches, I'm telling you, you'll develop that strength. And you'll develop that strength in no time. There's some good coaches out here. There's some good coaches out here, you guys. I'm telling you it is. Good coaches that done been through what we done been through, what we going through, and they help you to develop character within yourself. They help you get yourself back to who you was through their coaching, their teaching, and their strength, and their stories. These stories are important. These stories are very detrimental to your healing. That devil tried to devour me. That devil used to lay in the bed with me and used to be dead, sleeping next to me. He was dead. But he is dead. He is dead. On the inside, there's nothing. It's just a shell, you guys. It's like buying a home. I'm into real estate really heavy. Right? And it's just like buying a shell of a home. You know, you'll have a house that may have been abandoned. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's a new construction house. Maybe it's a foreclosure home and it's just a shell. It doesn't have anything in it. The plumbing may be missing. The furnace may be missing. Some of the walls may be missing. Maybe the roof is tattered or torn. The house is empty. It's a new construction house. Maybe the house is empty. It doesn't have any character to it yet because you haven't moved in there to add some character to it, you guys. It's just a shell of a home where a soul once lived, right? Right? It's kind of comparable, right? You get where I'm going with it. These demons, these devils are devouring. There's nothing there. It's just a shell of a home where a soul once lived. Where a soul once lived. That soul doesn't live there anymore because Satan has already took it and destroyed it. Get help, you guys. Get help. Reach out to us. We are here. We are on the front lines of this thing. I know I am. Now, thanks to that young lady's story, it inspired me so much that I had to pull over. Literally, I kept thinking about her story and how I've been needing to share my story. I've been saying I was going to start a YouTube channel 2 years ago to shed more light on this thing since I found out what it was. You gonna hear from me again. I'm gonna keep telling my story. I'm gonna expose this demon for the demon that it is. Before it's all said and done, these narcissists are done. They're gonna be done. These narcissists are gonna be done. They're gonna be done. They're gonna be done. They're gonna have to figure out a better way to come once we're done. Once we're done exposing the truth, getting this information out here, that devil, that demon is done. Okay? They gonna have to come up with another way to attack God's people, because we gonna expose them hand in hand, one coach at a time, one YouTube channel at a time. We bring in double exposure to these demons that walk the earth just like you and I. You could literally be in a marriage with a demon. Do you guys understand this? Do you really get this? People be in relationships 25, 30, 40, 50 years and still don't fully know who they with or what they got laying next to them. That devil, that demon used to be dead in the bed next to me. Can you imagine sleeping with a dead person? He was dead, literally dead, laying next to me. And I used to see it, the death. And we're not going to even talk about the last few arguments that we had where I saw the eyes turn black. It's a real thing. Woo! It's a real thing. It's a real thing, you guys. Demons are real. They're running these streets just like you and me. They appear to be normal. They appear to be just like you and me. But when that mask slips, it slips. And if you are an empath, you're going to see when it slips. You may not be fully aware of what it is when it comes off. But we're telling you it's a demon. It's a spirit on that person. It's a spirit on that person. I knew for sure what it was when I saw them eyes turn black. I'm going to leave my email below in this video. Let me know if you've ever seen this, where their eyes literally turn black right before your eyes. And you see it. Like, what in the world? What is that? But you soon understand what it was. Your eyes didn't deceive you. Your eyes didn't deceive you. You got God on the inside of you. Sorry, you guys. People keep calling. Your eyes did not deceive you. You saw what you saw. I saw that demon laying in the bed dead. He was dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. Sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. He was dead on arrival. And I think that's the name of this video. Dead on arrival. Even though this was a message to the mothers on Mother's Day to do not be deceived. So I'm not sure what to call this video, but I'm going to share it in hopes that I can help some people. In hopes that I can reach out to some people, answer some questions that y'all need answers to, because I lived it. I lived it. I lived it. Nearly 15 years I lived it. I lived it. I lived it. And I got the restoration and the healing to prove it. And I'll leave it at that. You know how people say, and I got the degree to prove it. And I got the paperwork to prove it. Or I got the receipts. Baby, I got the receipts to prove it. I'm going to share my story with y'all. I'm going to share my story with you, and I hope that you are touched and you are moved by this thing. I hope that if you are in a toxic relationship, if you listening to this video or you happen to view this video, then I know that you are in a toxic relationship, or you have been, or you know someone that is. We have to band together. We have to destroy this thing. We have this thing in common. It's a serpent. It's a giant snake with many heads. And we chopping it off. We chopping off those heads. We have to. It's a must. It's destroying people. It's taking people's lives. Do y'all know how many people done killed themselves from suicide? Because they didn't have the information that we have now. The information that we have now from some of these great coaches out here, people didn't have that then. This ain't just started. This been here. The devil been here. Just as long as God been here, Satan has been here too. And a lot of people have been destroyed due to lack of knowledge. God said in his word, my people will perish due to lack of knowledge. Right? Right? A lot of this we're just now getting knowledge about. Think about how many people done took their lives because they've been destroyed by a demon. But that's what his job is. His job is to steal, kill, and destroy God's people. That's the whole makeup of the demon. He wear makeup too. That's the whole setup. Steal, kill, destroy, devour. Okay? These devils are devouring us. They stealing joy from our kids. They don't care about no kids. These devils don't care nothing about no kids. They going through the kids to get to you. If they can't get to you, like that narc, he can't get to me. What he gonna do? What you think he gonna do? But touch not the least of these, baby. Touch not the least of these before you ever think you gonna go through that one to destroy her because you can't get to me. I'm chopping off your head. Off with your head. Call me the Wicked Witch of the West, but as long as you call me something, okay? I'm coming for your head, your throat, okay? Know that. Know that. Understand. God gave us the power. God gave us the power over every living thing. Okay? He gave us the power and the authority over everything that crawleth or walketh upon this earth. And that serpent, we cutting your head off. One coach at a time. We chopping your head off. Off with your head. Period. Period. Off with your head. Touch not the least of these. Touch not God's children. We gonna take your head off one coach at a time. One coach at a time. This is important. This message was important. I hope you guys listen. I hope you mothers have a beautiful Mother's Day. I hope you know this is a day for you to be celebrated. Just like every day you should be celebrated. I hope you guys receive this message. I hope you guys take this message. If you are in a toxic relationship, if you are with an abuser, if you are in an abusive relationship, get out. Please get out. Get out. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. These narcissists are not playing games with you and I. They're not playing games. The only way that you are able to beat this narcissist is by being in alignment with Jesus Christ. That's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way, you guys. It's the only way. It's the only way. That no contact, cut it off. It's hard, but cut it off. It's detrimental to your safety. It's detrimental to your life. It's detrimental. It's important. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off by the head. That's how you kill those serpents. That's how you take down those narcissists. You cut it off by the head. You cut it off. That's the only way to take down a snake is by cutting off the head. Cut the head off. Cut that. Do that no contact. Go non-contact. They're going to be squirming on the ground like a serpent that they are. They squirming. They hoovering. So you know they squirming. That's squirming. That's the devil squirming. That's squirming. They squirming for attention. They squirming for supply. They squirming like a snake do. They slithering. They slithering. Because they're a real live snake. They more of a snake than the snakes that you see on the ground squirming. These are real live snakes, okay? These are real live snakes. Like there's real live angels that walk amongst this earth. These are real live snakes. Demons that walks amongst this earth just like you and I do. Cut the head off. Cut the head off and he's gonna die. Cut the head off. I'm telling you guys, these demons are devouring. They're eating us up and they spitting us out. I was in that belly. I was in that belly of that beast. God came and got me before he swallowed me. He was trying to kill me. This message is important. This message is super important. I hope you guys like, comment, share. Please share. You don't know how important these comments that you leave. These comments are actually healing points for us. When I was being coached, when I was being started my healing journey, I would listen to a lot of these YouTube coaches. And that's how me commenting, interacting with the other people that was trying to get out that belly of that beast too. That's healing. You don't understand just by you pressing that like button how many people that's going to reach and that's going to be touched and that's going to be helped when you just press that button of that heart. Slap that like button like you want to slap that narcissist. Slap that button. Cut that like button like you want to cut off their head to that demon. Punch that like button like you want to punch that demon in his face. And I don't encourage I do not encourage violence, you guys, because they're already weak. You don't have to do nothing. All you have to do is sit back and live your life. Seriously. All you have to do is sit back and live your life. And these demons are going to wither away because they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. They're already committed to the ground. They are already committed to the ground. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice in the matter. Live your life. This is your second life. Live your second life to the best of your ability. Live your life. You are free. You're free. All you got to do is seek help of God. And he sent his angels out to disperse on a mission, like us coaches that are out here helping people. Okay? We've been there. We know how to break free. We know how to break those chains. We've been there. We lived it. I was in that belly of the beast. God picked me up out of that belly of the beast and saved my life. Okay? He saved my life. And my plan is to help save yours. I got to help save your life. I've got to impact so many people because these devils are devouring. Again, it's Mother's Day. I want to say thank you to all of the mothers that may be watching that I came across today in the Mother's Day brunch. It was so enlightening. It was so powerful. I thank you, ladies, from the bottom of my heart for inviting me and allowing me to speak. To all the rest of the mothers that are across the world, you are appreciated. You are loved. You are needed. And I love you. Walk in your purpose. Walk in your destiny. Get out of that toxic relationship. Get out of there. Let God help you. Let us coaches help you. You got a shoulder. When you come to us, you got a shoulder. You got somebody to talk to. We've been there. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Take care. Live for you. Be appreciative of where God brought you from and where he has you at. We thank God. We lift him up. We magnify his name because he is a gracious God. He helps us so much. And he is to be appreciated. And we're here on Mother's Day celebrating amongst the mothers. Okay? So I want you guys to go forth and have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. When I post more videos, you'll be in the know about the videos I post. Please share. Please like. It helps so many other people that may be dealing with what we're dealing with. You don't understand how important those comments are. They're healing. They're healing. It helps you heal. Trust me, been there. Just by you commenting and interacting, it helps you heal, you guys. Share, like, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. Enjoy. Be blessed. I love you.